I'm going to say this to y'all. They didn't want none of y'all on that EYBL team. None of y'all. They didn't think y'all was good enough. So this is the day to prove yourselves.
The culture of the tournament is one and one thing only, which is compete. Compete to prove not only to other people, but most importantly to yourself, that you are as good as you think you are. We created this space, again, where if social media or parents, says that a kid is this and that, we tend to match up, these teams and these players against each other to actually be clear and bring clarity on the level this particular player is. Because a lot of people hide behind social media and what social media says. The Rebirth Tournament, we want to see it on the court. Social media, the impact on social media with these kids on and off the court is tremendous. What myself and Ike brings to not just the kids, but also their families, the truth, right? Because I've personally been there. I've personally seen really, really young players grow into becoming really good players, but also seeing more really, really young players grow up to be a fireman. We're basically trying to support them with the truth of this. And let's be honest, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, these kids are supposed to be having fun. All this added pressure, most of it is created by the parents. This world has created where everybody think they got a shot. And sports is the most brutal activity that will let you know right away if you're good or bad, especially after middle school. At this point, everything is the business of basketball. You got 1 million teams, 1 million programs, 1 million tournaments. Let's stick at the middle school level. There's 1 million opportunities for people to not only start their team, but to convince themselves that their kid is really good. You want your kids to be top of the food chain, but the truth is like less than 1% of those kids are even going to get to the next level. NIL conversation is not even for most of these kids. I'm going to say it's not for 97% of these kids.
We have to pack it in to the three-point line. It should be a distance on the three-point line.
So again, some people need to be humbled and be told the truth so that the kids can maximize the experience, not become, mentally fatigued and destroyed because they may have, reclassed, aka got left back, and it still didn't pan out. It's kind of like scary to see, especially after being retired for 16 years and actually seeing these young men who are completely a shell of themselves because it didn't work out. And we just exposing them to, you might be good in basketball, but you also be really good in life, which is the most important thing, right? I share that with them. Ike shares that with them. And we keep pushing that. We stay on that line.
I think 3 out of the 4 top 8 graders in the Northeast is playing tonight. So it should be a competitive game full of competition. I know the kids want to prove themselves. We've been talking about it online for like the last 48 hours.
I always talk to my teammates every day. And I just feel like we all bunched in and got a connection.
So I was preaching to my guys, look, man, y'all got to get your get back. This is the championship. We win the guard matchup, we win this game.
Coach Hack and Coach Jomo, they always tell me, just stay in the game. Don't worry about the outside noise. I'm always a leader. I feel like I'm one of the top in the country, so I always got to be a leader on and off the court.
We started off strong, and I think it's a big thing to start off strong. We had a loss in the middle of the season, but we bounced back and we ended up winning the championship. I think we got a great group of guys, and I love my teammates, my brothers, and I think we're gonna make it far, like high school-wise, college. I think we all have a really high potential and just a chance to make it.
I feel like the switch over to the Rebirth was great. Better coaches, better staff. And I just feel like we here to work and win.
Really grew as a family, and played well, learned. played bad, but it was over. I learned a lesson. The team is everything, you know what I mean? If one is down, y'all all down. Try to pick each other up, you know?
We have some ranked, quote-unquote, ranked programs in the Rebirth Tournament, and we will continuously invite them as long as we don't have 16-year-olds playing middle school basketball. So the level has risen every time we play. For spring 2026, we've actually started the Rebirth 15 and under tournament, right? So we're allowing some really, really top JV programs to participate in to get these kids ready for the next level, which is high school. We put pressure on everybody to, you know, show everyone that this kid is actually legit, rather than having to rely on social media. And that comes, you know, with the with the middle school rankings and all this craziness that parents love more than anything else. But let's see how that ranking looks in a couple years. You know what I mean? You put it all in perspective. And for me, it's funny, but you know, that's just the nature of the business right now. That's where we at right now. Yeah, we're gonna just enjoy the ride, because we also have some 6th grade and 5th grade tryouts coming up. But again, we want to continuously participate in this space in a safe way, that we don't have, you know, mental health issues with these young men and women as they grow into this basketball space, in this basketball world. So that's the intent. Will never change. You know, the cream will rise to the top, and you know, we'll push that. But you know, these kids need to have fun and enjoy the game for what it is.
We just have to play that much harder.
Solid defense.
Yeah, we gotta just play that.
Listen for your
they're
name.
hurt. They're hurt. They're hobbling. We just gotta take care of them. We got to. Let's go.